with anything, we're here to help you. So just let us know. Don't be afraid to say anything, to ask, whatever. So one more lesson for tonight, and then we'll just open it up to talking. Okay? Did you need to turn that back on?
I got you.
Oh.
You're on.
All right. So now we are going to learn the letters E, E, and long E. All right? So the short E by itself is just going to be the E by itself. So y'all can press it a couple times, see what it looks like. And remember the theory rule for a long E, like feet, the long E sound, what would you press? Yay. Y'all are awesome. So A, O, and E for the long E sound, like feet. So y'all can press that a couple times. Y'all ready? Okay, we're going to start with the short E. Y'all ready? E, home position. 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 Now we are going to practice. Oh, okay. Well, y'all can hear the difference between the short E, like vet, long E, beat, fed, feed, head, heed, read, read. Y'all hear the difference between the E's? That's what they want you to hear there. Now we're going to practice writing the long E. So, get your fingers ready. E, 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 home position. 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 Now we're going to practice between the short E and the long E. So listen to how I say it. Home position. E, 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 home position. 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 Now we're going to practice writing these long vowels. Long A, long E, long A, long E, long A, long E. So let's just practice that real quick. We'll write long A, E, A, E, A, E. How's that? A little awkward? Do it again. A, home position. E, home position. A, home position. E, home position. A, home position. E, home position. Good? Better? One more time? Let's do it one more time. A, home position. E, home position. A, home position. E, home position. A, home position. E, home position. Now we are getting more words. So let's practice again, and I'm gonna sound it out, and after we have our fingers on the word, then I'll say the word, okay? A, D, aid, aid, home position. B, A, D, bad, bad, home position. How's that? Yeah? One more time, or keep going? Keep going. We got it. Awesome. B, E, D, bed, bed, home position. B, E, D, bead, bead, home position. Now, since that was kind of like new, let's do it again. B, E, D, bed, bed, home position. What's up? That one's hard? That's, okay, did we forget the B? Oh, bead. That was the hard one? Okay, let's do it again. Let's do bead again. B, E, D, bead, bead, home position. It's a long E. Now, I don't know if some of y'all are wanting to write the A and the E. Yeah. So, listen, I mean, it's the long E sound. So, we're going to write phonetically here. B, long E, E, D. Bead. B, E, D, bead, bead, home position. Is that better? Yeah, we got it? Okay. D, A, B, dab, dab, home position. Remember the D, the TK. D, A, B, dab, dab, home position. We got it? Okay. Dad. D, A, D, dad, home position. D, A, D, dad, home position. Got it? Okay, deed, long E here. D, E, D, deed, deed, home position. D, E, D, home position. Dead. D, E, D, dead. Dead. D, E, D, dead. Dead. Anybody have any problems with any of those? We can go over another one. Just shout out the
Bead.
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 Which one? Deed. Okay, let's do deed again. Okay, remember the D is the TK, TK, and long E, final D. Okay. D, E, D, deed, deed. Do it again. D, E, D, deed, deed, home position. Yeah, better? Another word? We got them all? Yeah? Okay. Let me see, what else is there? Okay, review. All right. review then for now. Let's see. I'm just going to do one line of each of these since this is all review. Okay, we are going to do the final side D. I'm sorry, the initial side D. Da, 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 home position. 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 Final D. Da, 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 home position. 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 Short E. Home position. Home position. Home position. Home position. Home position. Long E. Home position. Home position. Home position. Okay, now we're going to practice the long E and A together. So, let's see if I can read it. Okay, are y'all ready? E, home position. A, home position. A, home position. Let's do it again. E, home position. A, home position. A, home position. How's that? Okay, so we are going to write the individual letters like we've been doing, the B, B, and then we're going to write the combination together, okay? Just like we've been doing. So let's start with Bev. Be, be, beb. Beb. Home position. We all get it? Be, be, beeb. Beeb. Home position. Bad. Be, d. Bad. Bad. Home position. B, d. Bade. Bade. Home position. Bed. Be, d. Bed. Bed. Home position. Bead. Be, d. Bead. Bead. Home position. Da, b. Dab. Dab. Home position. Da, b. Dabe. Dabe. Home position. Da, d. Dead. Dead. Home position. Da, d. Dade. Dade. Home position. Da, b. Deeb. Home position. Dad. Da, d. Dad. Dad. home position. Okay, we're going to write home position after each number. 5, home position. 5, home position. 5, home position. 5, home position. I don't know if I missed one, but there we go. 55. 55, home position. 55, home position. 55, home position. 55, home position. How was that? Good? Are we struggling? Want to go over something else? We're good? All right, let's practice these again. I guess we'll do it the same way. I'll spell it again. They're basically the same words we just went over. Be, d, bed, home position. Be, d, bead, home position. B, d, bad, home position. B, d, bead, home position. D, d, dad, home position. D, d, deed, home position. D, d, dead, home position. 5, home position. 55, home position. How'd we do? Good? Okay. So, you know, what I recommend for y'all to do is when y'all practice, maybe practice going over the reviews, and if y'all struggle on anything, then that's what you need to practice. If you're struggling already here, right now, just go over what you're struggling with. I don't know how many lessons you'll get next week, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe even 5 again. I don't think it'll be 5 because these were kind of short right now. So I would go over those. Whatever's giving you problems. And if y'all can't get here till a certain time because work, traffic, whatever, and you know, like you got here at a certain time and that's the time you're going to get here, because we started more or less around 6:15ish, then maybe y'all should go at least through the next lesson so you'll already have that and you won't miss it, because I know, you know, some of y'all were late. We were already finishing lesson 1 or lesson 2, and I can see how you would be lost. So that's also another thing that y'all can practice, because y'all have all the lessons. So we're going to go in order. So you know next time for sure we'll at least do lesson 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, depending on how long they are. So y'all can just do that. We're actually done for the night as far as our machine is concerned, but I just wanted to talk to you. I know some of y'all said that you don't know everything there is about court reporting and stuff, and y'all had some more questions about court reporting. So I don't know what they talked to you about last week. I don't know if you just want me to kind of tell you what I do or tell you my background, or if y'all want to ask questions. What do y'all want?
What's your background?
My background? Well, I got into court reporting from high school. From high school, I took typing way back when they had typing classes, and I had somebody that came over and talked to us from a school in Dallas, and they were just like, oh, if you can type 70 words a minute, then you can make, you know, this much money a year. And I was just like, ooh, I can do that. So that's what got me interested way back when. I didn't actually start off in court reporting right away because my dad wanted me to get my degree, and so I was going to school and everything because he didn't want me to go into court reporting, because he was told way back then, or you know, he was just like, you know, computers are going to take over and whatever, and that was back in the 80s. So I finally just had it in my head, this is what I wanted to do. I did come to SAC for a while, but then I was going to a private school, Sackery is what it was called. And I did that and did some freelancing for a while. I don't know if y'all know the difference between freelancing and officials, but I did that for a couple years, maybe 2-3 years. And here in San Antonio, the firm that I worked for, we were doing a lot of traveling, like to Del Rio, Eagle Pass, I mean, Pearsall, a bunch of the small little places that it was just like, it wasn't for me. So I went to the courthouse, started subbing, and I got a position within a year and a half. And I've been doing that for almost 20 years at the courthouse. So I'm in a criminal court right now. I used to be a swing court reporter is what they called us. So anytime like there's a substitute teacher, I was a full-time swing reporter. So I did everything. I've done everything from juvie, probate, civil, criminal. I've done it all. And then when our court got created, you know, I used to work with her a lot in different courts, and I applied and got the job. So I've been with her for, I guess, about 8 years. And I like it, I enjoy it. I enjoy the people that I work with. We have a very close knit family at my court. It's just good. I like it. I like my job. So with court reporting, you know, we told the last group our salary is over $100,000, a little bit over $100,000 at the courthouse, and on top of that, you know, we have benefits, we have retirement, and all that other stuff. So it's a very good profession to get into. There are a lot of attorneys that work at the courthouse that we make more money than they do. Our salary right off the bat is more than them. On top of that, we have, if I'm in a trial and they get found guilty, more than likely they're going to prison for a while, so they'll appeal their job. Well, those appeals are extra money for us. So we can, you know, you can make $20,000 on a transcript, you can make, you know, $100 here and there, you can make $4,000 depending on how long the transcript is. So on top of your work, I mean, it is stressful at times because you're working in court, you have your trial, and then it's over with, and then it appeals. Well, you got to work on it. Well, if you're in court, you really can't work on it until you go home or on your weekends or your day off like tomorrow. That's what I work on, my transcripts then. But it's very rewarding. I like traveling. We travel a lot. You know, I work hard and we play hard as well. So, any questions?
What's your turnaround time on your transcripts that you have to have them complete?
Well, okay, so there's different deadlines. So depending on how they file their appeal, sometimes it's 60 days and sometimes it's 120 days depending on how they file it. And so they have 30 days technically to file right after they've been found guilty, right after they were sentenced. And so that's when your time starts ticking from the time that they were sentenced. And so, you know, like this last one, they didn't tell me till like the last day. And I don't even know, I'm not even sure when it's due because I didn't look, because usually I turn my stuff over pretty quick. You know, the faster I get it out, the faster I get paid. So I usually don't take a long time. I usually don't file an extension because you can get extensions from the fourth court. You can ask for permission to take longer. But I'm usually pretty on top of it because if not, it can get overwhelming and you can get really stressed. You know, if you have like multiple jobs, which has happened before, and you're starting trial again, and you know they're gonna, you know, it's gonna be another appeal, you could just feel all the stress, just like, ugh, you know. And I've gotten to the point now that it's just like, you know what? Let me trade with my friend in juvie who's not that busy, who doesn't have records, and maybe she wants records, and so we'll switch. So I don't have to take vacation time, and you know, my judge is really nice, or it's, you know, I asked her, can we trade, do you mind? She asked her judge too, they don't mind, so sometimes we'll just trade like that. And she gets a transcript, I'm happy, I get to work on my job, so there's a lot of reporters that you can switch with if you wanted to. Okay, wait.
So, like the city, or I assume it's the city that you work for.
The county.
Do they pay you, like, do you get like a base salary and then they pay you for the transcript on top of that, or is it?
Yes. So I work for the county because there are city court reporters as well, but the county has their set rate, which is different from the city, which is different from federal, which is all different. You know, and then when you're freelancing, you know, you basically get paid for the jobs you do. So I work for the county. They pay me my base salary, and then on top of that, any transcripts I get. You know, it could be that the county's paying for it, or sometimes attorneys will pay for it. You know, if their client is not indigent, then they have to pay for it. But if they're indigent, the county will pay for it. What's your question?
So since most of the machines connect to computers now, when you're doing a transcript, how much does the computer translate for you, and how much is machine shorthand that you're having to translate?
Well, your writing, everything that you press in there is everything that's coming up. So everything that you have defined will come up. And if you have a misstroke, like over here, y'all were doing things where instead of pressing the B, you press the D, then a different word's going to come up. So
you're like looking for errors.
when you first start, your dictionary is not as big as it is like with me, you know, because I've been doing this forever and I've changed my writing so many different times. And you know, if I'm learning how to write a word a new way, it's automatically that I'm going to write it the old way because I'm just too much in a hurry, you know. So it should come up both ways depending on how much time I have when I'm doing that particular job. And back here, I don't know, Miss Woodard, if you've met any of...
I have not had this class, I don't believe. I don't think I've been in here, maybe just poke my head in, but I am Pat Woodard, the coordinator of the court reporting program here in SAC. And so I'm the person that you'll come to with all your questions when you get ready to enroll in court reporting, right? Because you're really liking this, right?
And there's a summer theory class, right?
Yes, we do have a summer theory class. It's going to start. I will bring some information into you so you can go ahead and get that application process going if you're interested. It's pretty daunting as far as the application is concerned to the college, but if you already have connections with Alamo colleges, it's not that hard to do, so we can get you going and get you signed up for the theory class. Francis Irving is going to be teaching it 3 nights a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 6 to 9.
Is it only night?
Only night.
For the summer?
Only night in the summer, right. Because I figured that would catch most of the people who work during the day or whatever you're interested in. Do you have any questions?
How long is the
that
class?
you can think of right off
How
the
long
bat?
is the summer class?
She has a question. How long is the what?
Summer class.
Summer class.
It's a 10-week summer class.
And it begins when?
It begins June the 4th, I believe. I think that's the day.
Okay. Any other
First
questions?
Monday is June.
And you'll see, she'll come in.
And I'll be back in, and I'll have information for you. I just kind of came in to say hello tonight because I have not had a chance to talk to you.
What's the average cost for the program?
The average cost for the 5 hours, if you're an in-district student, if you don't live out of the district, out of the Alamo College district, will be around $480 plus. Oh, that is. Oh, you mean for the total? Well, it's a 60-hour program, so you figure $86 a semester hours. Well, that's what the school charges. So you figure out under $5,000. You can't get that much anywhere else. And you certainly can't get it in private schools at that. It's probably double, triple, or quadruple that.
No, I just recently
It's
paid off my
very
loans.
reasonable. The parking, I mean, everything is, it's just pretty reasonable, I think. You'll have some textbooks here and there, and you'll have some academic classes here and there that will add to your costs sometimes during the semesters. But for this summer, about $430, I think is what it comes out to. It's 86 times 5, whatever that is. I didn't do well in that.
What is it, Roland?
Thank you. Thank you. The genius back here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 430 plus they do have a few little fees here and there. I don't know what, but the college has to make $1 or $2. You know how that's. And then you'll have your textbook. Now your textbook is about $200, and then we'll have to worry about. Well, we won't have to worry about it, but we'll have to work on getting you. We have some loaner machines, so we'll have loaner machines for you during your theory class itself. After you get out of theory, then you're going to have to be responsible for getting a machine of some sort. And these are from TCRA that you're using now, and we have some loaner machines that you can use while you're in theory, and then after that, you'll buy or rent your own. There's companies that rent those to buy.
How much are the machines?
Well, you know, once you do theory, you're going to know more or less, like, this is what I want to do. You can probably buy a used one, you know, for a pretty reasonable price. And I don't even know what they go for. Maybe
Well, the new ones are about
500?
About 1,500, but you can get 1,500 to 1,800 for the brand new ones.
Uh-huh.
But I'm working right now to get some Perkins money, some federal dollars, to see if we can't get more machines to loan out. So, you know, you still have a little bit of time before we have to start worrying about it. There are websites all over the place. There's one called Kim's Attic or Kim's something or another. I don't know what it is. It's for court reporting supplies, and they have machines they run through there all the time. I see them on Facebook all the time, where people are trying to sell their machines. You know, just be a wise consumer and ask questions before you just go purchase one. If you see one for $200, you probably don't want to buy it. Okay, because it's probably really old and uses paper, and we don't use paper much anymore. So if you want help with that, just let us know, and we'll be glad to look at it and help you with it. But there's places all over the place where they sell machines. Plus, these wonderful court reporters are so good about helping you buy machines. They get people to donate them free of charge. I mean, it's just wonderful. So don't let the machine hang you up. We'll help you out as much as we can.
Yeah. And when she said that 1,500 to 1,800, that's for like a court reporting
wage.
student
It's a student wage.
price. It's not like when you first get out there, you know, and you have to get a new machine. It's
No, the professional model is
More.
about 5,000.
Yeah.
5,000 to 8,000.
yeah.
Yeah. So they're expensive if you want a professional.
But they're a tax write-off.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So is your it's your software, you were asking a question I heard just listening a minute ago about, you know, is there artificial intelligence that takes care of your words that you do? Well, no, not really. But your software will kind of make suggestions here and there. But what you put into the machine is it's like the old computers. You remember garbage in, garbage out? What you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So we provide the software for you as a student. As long as you're enrolled as a student here at SAC, you get free software. That software package is about $5,000 when you get out and start working in a professional model. So we try to help you out as much as we can with the cost, try to keep them as low as possible to help you get started. Any other questions or anything? I know you're loving it, right? Yeah? Are you excited? Yeah.
We got a quiet group.
Yeah.
They're quiet.
They are quiet. They are quiet. And it's the night before Easter holiday too, so. All right, well, I will be back later on next week or the week after with some, how many more weeks do y'all have?
This is only the second day, so 6 after today.
What?
6 more?
Oh, 6 more weeks?
Yeah.
This is just the second week?
Yes.
Okay.
New class.
Oh, that's fine, I've been here.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't here last week. All right, yeah, so, I'll get it to you before then, and we'll get everything outlined for you, get all the details, everything that you wanted to know.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Enjoy it, okay? Well, they're still kind of overwhelmed, right?
Yes, we went over 5 lessons today,
Oh, yeah, I know, I heard you hit it pretty fast. That's good.
and they were right on top of it.
That's what I hear. I hear y'all are good bunch. Love to hear that. Well, welcome to SAC, welcome to the ADC at night, and I'll be visiting with you again to give you some more information. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So I guess that's kind of what you were gearing towards, was like the software, like when you're writing. Is that what you were kind of asking? And
Well,
you know,
because
there's
I know, like, on the machine itself, you can change the view, like, and so that it has it automatically translated for you when you're typing words.
okay.
And so I was just wondering, like, when you plug it into the computer, if it's automatically translating for you, how much of it are you still having to go through and, like, transcribe into English? Because, like, I know Scopist is its own job, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you can write 100% perfectly all the time, then you wouldn't have to do anything. But you're not going to write 100% perfectly. You're going to have misstrokes here and there. You may be able to read your misstrokes, you know, and that's what you're going to have to edit. So, you know, depending on how clean of a writer you are, depending on what job you're in, how fast the attorneys are going, how fast everyone's going. Because, I mean, I wish everybody just talked at one speed, you know, because then it would be perfect. But they don't do that. You know, this last trial I had, I was in a murder trial last week, and one of the guys that was going up there, that was on the stand, he was just like, you know what I'm taking, you know, and he was just cutting off with everything. It was just like, oh my gosh, I just felt like I couldn't write a thing because he couldn't complete a sentence. Yeah, and it was just very frustrating. So you're going to get, you know, different types of people. You'll have people that have, you know, heavy accents that are really hard to understand, so you're trying to understand what are they saying, and you know, you're so used to writing phonetically, so you may hear one thing, but after they're talking, you're just like, that's not what they said this. So you may be dragging a little bit behind them, which, you know, as soon as you're done with their statement, somebody may be answering, or there may be another question that's coming. So, you know, you're just going to have to juggle all that around, and just, you know, if you hear that during a break, you can say, okay, you know, I'm struggling with this witness because he has a heavy accent, so can you pause a minute before you ask your next question, because I'm a little bit behind here. So there you go. Softwares, I mean, she said software is about $5,000, and it depends on where you go to, and it's kind of like it can be like a one-time purchase. I had my machine forever until my husband decided to go to court reporting school. That was my only machine that I've ever had for 20 years. And I just bought another one so he could go to school. Plus I probably needed one anyway, and the write-off doesn't hurt as well. So the purchases do sound like they're a lot, but you don't have to do it right away. And the software that I'm on, I lease it, so I only pay $79 a month. So it's not a $5,000 purchase right off the bat, which it comes with different benefits where I don't have to have a key, because a lot of these softwares, the $5,000 ones, make you have a key, so you can only write with that key. But my software allows Scopus to have my software for free, or maybe they pay a one-time small fee or something like that. But it's actually made by court reporters, and court reporters, I have, you know, support 24/7, which is awesome. So, and it's all a tax write-off as well. So it sounds like it's a lot all at one time, and it is a lot at the very beginning when you first get out there, but you're going to be making some decent money out there. If you get on as an official, you can also do deposition work, and deposition work, you know, you work at a firm for the most part. Geneva is just freelance. That's all she does, is just work for whoever calls her. And she'll do like 2 depositions a week, and that's it. You know, so she gets all dressed up and goes to take a deposition at an attorney's office for, you know, maybe it'll be 2 hours this day, maybe it'll be 6 hours another day, and then she has to, you know, transcribe it, turn around. Someone may call her and she's just like, no, I don't want to work, you know, my kids have whatever. She can say no, because she's her own person. So right now, San Antonio, actually Texas, and throughout the United States, we're short of reporters. So there have been times at my work where I can't take a vacation day because there's no one to fill in for me. I've had to go in sick because there's no one to fill in for me, and we're in a jury trial. And you know, I'm calling my judge, and I'm just like, I'm sick. Oh, can you just come in for a little bit? You know, and she's, I'll work around you. So I've done that before, because if you're not there, nothing goes on. So, I mean, there's really, really a need for reporters out there, and you can do just so many different things. Captioning, closed captioning. Have they talked to y'all about that as well? Or y'all know about it, you know, just the closed captioning and stuff. And that's kind of something that my husband may want to do for sports and stuff, and, you know, because he has his job and he doesn't know what he's going to do when he gets out as far as court reporting or just doing side jobs here and there. Any other questions?
So you only work for one judge?
I only work for one judge mainly. but there have been times where, you know, another reporter gets sick, and so they'll ask, can you come over here? Are you finished? Can you come over here and cover this court? And so you go over there and you cover that court. Doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen where we'll have to fill in for each other. Any more questions?
I want to add one thing about, I was in your guys' shoes of just a few months ago, and now I'm in theory, I just started. And one thing I did not hear Ms. Woodward say is, did not say in our class, similar to what you were asking about software and stuff. When my wife started, she started on the machine with paper. And then eventually, as time progressed, you know, they started bringing in real-time everything else. We're on the computer right now, day one, we're on the computer. And that's one thing nobody mentioned. You have to have a laptop. So if you don't have one, you're gonna have to buy one. Just so you know. I didn't realize that. I was using my wife's, which again, like she said, she was 20 years old, so this computer was...
Not my computer, but you broke it.
You don't want to get a Mac, you don't want to get a tablet. And my recommendation is go to Sam's, Best Buy, or whatever, buy a $300 laptop. Don't need anything fancy. Don't put Netflix on there. Don't do all this other stuff. I mean, you can check your email, whatever, but really, just focus on the software. That's it. Plain and simple. Because once you finish in a few years, you make it 100K, you can go buy a nice computer. You can go buy the nice machine and everything else, but you're gonna need it.
And I don't think Mac computers are really so much software friendly for court reporters. So I think they're more generic and stuff. And so I would do, just like he said, go out and buy yourself a cheap computer, you know, at least for theory and at least to get you through school. Because you don't want to spend all this money and then, you know, oh, you know what, this isn't what I want to do. So I would try to do something like that, and I wouldn't worry about a machine. We'll figure all that out. You'll have loaners during theory, and that way, I mean, I think once you get through theory, you'll know more. This is what I want to do. This isn't what I want to do. And I know Mary's talked to y'all before about, you know, this may not be something that you want, and you may decide this tomorrow. You may decide it, you know, in 2 weeks, or you may have already decided it now. You know, and if it's not for you, then, you know, no hard feelings. Then just turn in your machine and you can just go on. But if it's something you want to do, we'll help figure it out for you. You know, the court reporters are pretty good. All these machines are loaner machines. So we'll figure it out. Any other questions? Y'all want to go? Okay, we're done. So go over lesson 6 if y'all can. If y'all are going to be late. If not, just practice what y'all have done. Did Tanya leave?
No, I would imagine she's coming back, but that girl left the machine there. She didn't know if she was just thinking or not. I didn't know what to tell her, so.
Was she going to come back?
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Yeah.
Is the class full or is someone still joining?
I think people can still join.
Yeah, because I just found out about this yesterday. She can come next week.
She can come next week.
Do I need to like set her up or?
You know, I guess the way you signed up, I would email. Did you have Mary Berry's email?
I didn't sign up. My friend just brought me today.
Oh, okay. You're just a straggler.
I just showed up. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I don't know how you did today because today was your first day and we went over the first lesson. Now she's going to be missing like.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking maybe we could show her.
Okay, and that would be perfect. Yes, if you can show her on.
to make copies of that little booklet.
Yeah, just show her on your machine so she can kind of catch up. And then, yeah, I want to say that some people didn't show up and some people hadn't showed up that signed up. And so, yeah, go ahead, just have her come. Yeah, but if you can catch her up, that would be awesome, because if not, she might hate it when she comes.
Yeah,
She's
because
so
I'm a
behind.
teacher and she's a teacher's assistant.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, we're off for this long weekend,
Oh,
maybe
there.
she can like,
Yeah.
just come over.
Yeah, perfect.
Reporting is done around
Yeah.
classes.
Okay.
All right, great, thank you.
You're
That's all we
welcome.
need. We don't need any other courses.
Someone told me about projects that
Uh-huh.
how it covers the prices.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this is what we're telling her because we know.
Do you know if that summer class?
I would have known about
class
this
would be
when I
covered
started,
by
you know, when I got out of high school.
Okay, so Project Steno, that's one that you're gonna be taking online, right?
It's like a scholarship opportunity where they help pay for the classes that you take as or like trying to learn to do it.
Okay. I'm trying to see where Tanya is, because I bet you, okay, let me have her, because she probably knows more about that.
I think she's outside. I think I saw her going to work.
Okay, let me see if she's out there.
I had the class because I got into National Honor Society.
Yay! Oh, that's awesome. What school do you go to?
I went to business schools.
Okay, well, we went to go talk over there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we went to, are you in the legal department at all, or do you do anything with,
I do. I'm in IT.
okay.
Well, I
Business
go to
career,
school.
that's home? That's at
Yeah, and then
Okay, me and my judge and my coordinator, we went and we talked to the legal department that's over there. Yeah.
You know Miss Johnston?
Yes.
She was offering classes Mondays after school, so I've been taking it over here. And Miss Mills is my algebra teacher.
Oh,
And so
okay.
we've been doing it with Miss Johnston. Mondays after
Well,
school.
she's also in theory.
She's also, and she's the one that
Guess who I was talking to out there?
Your
parents?
So she was asking about Project Steno, and I don't know a whole lot about it.
because that lady came in.
What is?
Pat.
She talked about how there's a third class in the summer. And so I was wondering if Project Steno covers.
So the national, I think.
You know what?
And the Texas, the state one is cheaper.
We are going to record
Still
the.
recording.
Whatever.
Oh, you want to turn it on? I know.
Yeah, that's all right.